I wanted to see it too.
But
hear it.
They might do the train horn, but I mean, they used to have a horn on the scoreboard that, a big real horn. It wasn't like this, whatever you want to call it. Sounded like some wounded duck or something.
It looks like they've kind of redid the floor and the seats. And
that's just like our buzzer.
Yeah.
I was hoping for the old regular horn like Northside Jim and Elkhart, but I'm not going to get it.
May I please have your attention for a special announcement from Garrett High School senior Aiden Bowles.
Some sort of special announcement. Sportsmanship is a showing. Oh, the sportsmanship creed.
Teammates, officials, coaches, opposing competitors, and giving for yourself. As a player.
So we'll be setting ready for game action here momentarily. It's a little early tonight, so you might text your friends and tell them it's on a little earlier because we're accustomed to 7:25, 7:30. But JV running clock roll, freshmen likewise in the auxiliary gym. So we may get out here early tonight.
I hope so.
Means there's time to eat.
Purdue, Nebraska's playing too.
Oh, that's right.
And join us for our national anthem.
All right, national anthem here at Bateman Gymnasium at Garrett tonight. Our first meeting with Garrett since the 17-18 season, which was a 15-point victory. So Eagles coming off a nice performance the other day. Coach, you were with me for that one. I'd like to see him carry it over here and show no let up, and it's time to kind of get the ball rolling as we head down the stretch.
Absolutely, you need to start rolling, and I think Saturday afternoon was a great start. Just a great team win overall. To beat Norwell at their place, it's never an easy place to play. So we just got to keep that thing going and get ready as we head into sectionals here in a few weeks.
Yeah, it kind of feels like sectional weather, although from time to time we get the phantom snowstorm on sectional week, but it's spring fall right now out there. I could have wore shorts.
Well, yeah, I mean,
this will do your ice fishing in, Coach.
No way. There's 10 to 12 inches out there. I was out there this morning.
Holy crow.
And it felt beautiful out there.
You were off work?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, the lights do go out, so we probably are going to get the training. Of course, the Railroaders, a conference opponent of the Eagles back pre-1985 in the old Northeastern Indiana Athletic Conference. There's the horn. The scoreboard horn's not here anymore, but Eagles on the floor ready to go. And the starting lineup's coming for the Garrett Railroaders. They'll be in the home whites tonight, navy blue. I don't know if they get any little red scarlet trim or not. Doesn't appear as though in the dark.
I don't believe so.
Crimson and navy blue, their colors. Columbia City in the road black tonight with the old gold numerals and maroon trim. They've got a good sound system here.
They do. It's rocking in here.
It's just like listening to your band.
Yeah, I like it.
So we'll be ready to go here in a minute. First starter out, Carter Kaufman for Garrett. Of course, we have a Carter Kaufman as well. Number 3, I can't see that. Dawson Hedges. And number 13, Gabe Armstrong. James Gagne, or Jake Gagne, number 30. And the last starter, 32, Camden Messick. Logan Taylor, is this his first year?
Second year.
Second year. And the lights come up as they have new lights here. And the officials, Adam Pressler, Robert Bontrager, Gary Teal. Adam Pressler has the basketball. Columbia City's going to move it right to left. Garrett left to right. Glad you're with us on WJHS. Let us know if you're listening. Maddie's at the station. And here comes the whistle. And the ball's in the air. Tap controlled by Garrett. And we're underway here from Bateman Gymnasium. As it's Masick with it. Check that. That's going to be Armstrong. Armstrong up top on the cut to the lane. Can't get anything with it. It's Kaufman. Now Hedges. Hedges spins in. He's cut off nicely by St. John. And now Kaufman outside the arc for the Railroaders being double team chased. Threw it away. No. Marshall almost got the pick, but they get the loose ball and they're going to get a. No, they're not going to get a bucket, but a Columbia City foul saves a bucket. Eberly, the first personal foul of the game.
Yeah.
Guess it's worth it to.
Yeah, Owen went for the steal, kind of got caught with his hand in the cookie jar there and left the guy open underneath.
The old hand in the cookie jar, Coach Marshall says. Meanwhile, the free throw no good by Jake Gagne. You don't get two kind of rims on, or rolls on these rims here. They're bolted high into the ceiling. So the first point of the game, no. 0 of 2, and the Eagles lose it out of bounds. 3 Eagles converged on the ball, and it ricocheted off a couple of them.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Coach Schaus just kind of looked the other way.
Yeah.
All right, Eagles will shake the bugs out. So Garrett ball down here to our right. No score, 34 seconds gone. Glad you're with us. Gabe Armstrong had it knocked away by Deckman. Deckman thought we had it, but Robert Bontrager says otherwise. And the Railroaders with it. And out top, it's going to be Armstrong as he's bothered by Deckman. And now Kaufman takes over all the way in. Scoops. No, he didn't get the roll. Holy smokes. And Deckman back across the midcourt stripe for the Eagles. Here's Owen Marshall. Into the corner now for Deckman. And to Marshall up top. St. John's first touch. Hands to Marshall. Marshall spins into the paint. Here's his patented fadeaway. Didn't get the roll. Off the flange, no good. We go the other way, no score. 1:15 gone. Here at Bateman Gymnasium and Garrett. Hedges, top the key for the Railroaders. Throws it off, and Masick's got it. And now Kaufman. Kaufman to the free throw line. Shoved off the play by Marshall. And they go back up top and wide left. Kaufman has it again. Spins on Marshall. Scores! Floater. Nice move by that young man, and it's 2-0 Garrett. With 1:45 gone. Glad you're with us tonight. Deckman with a feed underneath into traffic. Got knocked away eventually by Garrett. A lot of traffic right there.
There was.
Here Coach Schaus calling the play. Again on early tonight. JV cruised to a victory, as did the freshmen in the Ox Gym. Both of those running a clock. Uh-oh. St. John short. And with 2 minutes gone, here come the Railroaders with a 2-0 lead. It's Carter Kaufman for Garrett. Sends it off left side now, Hedges. He tries to get around St. John, can't do it. And now Armstrong cuts up top, spins onto the left wing. He's in trouble on the hot seat. Gets it to a nice cutting Kaufman. He pulls up in the paint, scores! 4-0.
Didn't expect this.
Eberly out of the left corner. High right, Marshall sends it to the corner. Deckman will load up a long one. That rims out. And we go the other way. Here comes Garrett. Kaufman. Kaufman up top for Armstrong. And almost losing the handle was Gagne. That's about his first touch, isn't it? Anyway, here's the three. That's going to be well off the mark. And they swat it away from Marshall, but he corrals it. Lead pass ahead, St. John in the corner. He's in trouble, gets it up to Marshall. Free throw line extended is Deckman. Burls his way in, forces, no good. Richmond fights for the board. We come up empty. Kaufman the other way for the Railroaders with 3:10 gone. 4-0 Railroaders. Armstrong up top. As Massett gives it off, and the Eagles steal it. Ricochets to St. John. St. John into the left corner, sends it to Eberle. Up top, here's Deckman to a cutting Marshall. Now back to Eberle. Eberle loads up a long one. Score! There we're off the schneid.
There we go. We needed that.
Eberle, smooth on that one. 4-3. Garrett, 4:15 to go. Timeout Garrett as they kind of hung their guy out to dry in the backcourt. As they were already close to a 10 count, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in that half-court man-to-man, but we're trapping out of it. And when we don't get the steal, obviously it leaves the guy wide open. So, you know, they've got 2 buckets because of that. So, see what happens here if we continue to trap, or if we just start playing our regular half-court.
So Andrew Parker checking in the broadcast along with Rodney Tripconi. So the timeout under Ryder Myers Hockmeyer McNagny LLP, located across from the post office in downtown Columbia City. On the web at whitleylaw.com or 248-2224. There's your timeout under Ryder for boys basketball.
Oh, it looks like we might maybe a 1-2-2 zone.
I think we switched it up here, huh?
No. Yes.
All right, Coach Marshall with the call. They don't even have the upper bleachers out here tonight. Everybody confined to the lower arena. They used to host sectional here years and years ago in the one-class tournament. Over on the left side now, Hedges. Throws it to Kaufman, cross court. Nice ball movement by Garrett. They lose the handle in the paint, but it ricochets right to their man, and Hedges puts it in. 6-3 Garrett. 3:45 for the first quarter. Richmond on the baseline spins. And we get Richmond gone. Baseline drive. He's money down there, and it's 6-5. And Armstrong with it. We trap him up top, but he gets it off to Kaufman. Kaufman into the corner now for Hedges. Hedges dumps it down on the baseline over there. Reed, who's checked into the ball game. Dumps it down low, and nice move. They get the roll. Gagne. I think we ended up with a mismatch down there, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's Gagne, the much bigger guy, against our smaller defender. I didn't see which one it was, but. All right, 8-5 with 3 minutes to go in the first.
Garrett's in a 3-2 or a 1-2-2? It's a 3-2.
Deckman, left side, St. John. Deckman fakes the three. Eberle can't find a man on the baseline. And Richmond has a short heart pass. He gets a hold up, throws it to Deckman, a three. That's off the mark. We get a collision underneath. And Garrett out of the fray with it, and that's over and back. And I don't know where they said he bobbled it or what.
You have to have 3 points of contact and then go back over for it to be over and back.
So you mean both feet and the ball?
Correct.
And he did not have that.
Yeah,
That's
what they say.
2:12 to go, first quarter, 8-5. And Eberle knocks it away. Eberle on the scramble, dives on the floor. Jake Gagne guilty of the personal fouls. He tripped Eberle up. All right, so Columbia City ball, some nice hustle there. One team foul apiece. Gagne's first, 2:07 to go first quarter. Eberle in the backcourt, steps across. Here's Clausen, who's checked in for St. John. Eberle down low, here's Richmond. Richmond puts it on the floor, kicks it out. Marshall loads it up. Long back iron, no good. Deckman flies in for the rebound. And a Garrett foul. As Robert Bontrager calls a hold. Dawson Hedges, the guilty party on the personal foul. Two team fouls on Garrett. 8-5 Garrett. 1:50 to go in the first. Deckman flips in the backcourt to Everly. He steps across with the dribble for Columbia City. Down into the corner, Richmond has it. He's flagged down over there and gets it up to Deckman. Garrett's really in our face.
Yeah.
And Marshall had it slapped away, got it out of harm's way to Clausen outside the arc. Left side now, Everly. Stifled. Now Richmond gets loose. Look out, short-armed the shot. And a Garrett foul as Richmond got lambasted underneath. And Aiden Reed on the foul. Team foul 3. Ball out of bounds down here to our left. Minute 25 to go in the first. Richmond hands to Marshall. Marshall in the paint. Scores! Mid-range jumper. He's money from there.
That's his spot.
8-7. 1:10 to go first quarter here at Bateman Gymnasium and Garrett. And the Railroaders back with Kaufman. Kaufman, high right. Under a minute. And now Armstrong with it for the Railroaders. He's hounded by Clausen. Deckman got a knock away. They want a foul. They're not going to get it right now. 40 seconds. Everly almost got a hand on it. Now it's Kaufman. They're going to play for one, it looks like.
Trying to, yeah.
Maybe we can get a pick here.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. It's a trap. Ooh.
Now we're finally going to get a foul. Deckman. Coach Schaus asks for an explanation. Into the backcourt. Kaufman with it. And the other number 2 is counterpart Camden Clausen. Carter Kaufman against Camden Clausen. And now down to the free throw line. Gagne's got it. On a curl comes Armstrong into the paint.
That's 2 on Trey. I'm not sure what happened there.
Some sort of a collision. That's going to bring Elkins into the ball game. A little shorter bench tonight is Miller out.
Yeah.
With a little bit of an ankle issue the other day at Norwell. So referee Bontrager not happy with our bench. I don't know if he's mad at Coach Wool or one of our players.
Mad at Deckman.
And they step out of bounds, so we get an opportunity.
Here we go. 7.6.
Coach Wool's giving him the eye. 5 seconds. Here comes Marshall across the midcourt stripe. And going to have to move it. Loads it up. Score! Basket's good. 3-pointer by Marshall. Makes it 10-8. So he'll shoot a free throw. Are they saying he flopped?
I'm not sure what Logan's complaining about, but.
So that makes it 10-8 Eagles. No time on the clock.
I mean, Owen went up. The guy was coming his way. It's a foul.
I don't know what coach is really upset about.
Long.
No, long on the free throw by Marshall. So we have the end of one. Eagles surge back to lead 10-8 after one. Oh, the Coverstones, listening from Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Which
Well,
the weather's
welcome.
nice there.
Yeah, I bet so. And my nephew Jackson checking in.
Oh, Jackson.
Yeah, old Jackson. That's right, old Jackson. So, welcome to the broadcast. So, look for some underwriters here. Well, Coach, kind of a sloppy, lethargic start maybe for the Eagles. They find it a little bit there in the second half of the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, I've always said if you knew the recipe to get kids to play 100% against teams that just aren't to their level, then you would be a millionaire. You know, we just kind of played down to their level that first quarter. The thing about these guys is, you know, they might do that for a quarter, they might do it for a half, and then they're going to come out on fire and they'll put it away. So that's what I expect to see here soon.
All right, Bart's Car Store and Underwriter tonight. Their selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. They serve Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. We are underway second quarter from Bateman Gymnasium in Garrett. Our first appearance here in about 8 years. Camden Clausen as Eagles move it right to left across your radio dial. Eberle to Marshall. He'll cut around the key. And reverse it left. No, he'll reverse it right. Clausen out of the corner. Interior free for Elkins. That pass went awry. Wasn't much there. Not a good spacing there. So the Railroaders back off an Eagle turnover. And Clausen almost picks it. He knocked his man off the play, which was Armstrong. And Eberle knocks it away. Here's Clausen on a breakaway. One man to beat. Lamp score. Camden Clausen made up for the errant pass. For sure. 12-8 Eagles. 50 seconds gone here in the second. And to the elbow extended is going to be Reed. Dumps down low, picked by Eberle. Eberle, lead pass on the left side. Marshall spins. Layup. Score! That's how you get to the bucket.
It is.
Hop, skip, and a jump into Grandma's house we go.
Well, we're a lot more aggressive defensively here.
And they make the move into the paint. Hedges lost the handle, throws it off. They score! 10-footer for Carter Kaufman. As the pace heats up, 14-10. Minute 25 gone in the second. Left side now, it's Marshall. Marshall flushed out of the corner. Eberle's over there. He'll load it up. That's going to be long. Rebound Garrett. Hedges picks it up. Handheld drives to the midcourt stripe. Lead pass into the front court. Kaufman's got onto the baseline. Drives. And it doesn't go, but a Columbia City foul. Eberle picks up his second personal foul. And Deckman's going to be coming back in with two.
Yeah, two starters with two fouls. And
Kaufman misses. St. John and Deckman back into the lineup for Eberle and Elkins. So Kaufman will shoot the back end of the two-shot violation. He scores that one, 14-11. 6:18 to go, first half. Andrew Thompson, Brandon Marshall here at Bateman Gymnasium. Marshall sidesteps the man, gives it off. Clausen cuts, nice feed down low. Richmond a reverse layup. Hoon shakalaka on that one. That was a work of art there, Coach.
Yeah, it was. It's great basketball.
Good movement there, spacing. 2 minutes gone in the second, 16-11. Garrett in the corner. As Gagne threw it back out, he has it back on a feed from Reed. And now they save it, but they stepped out of bounds. So I think you called it. Our defense has picked up the juice.
Yeah.
So we go the other way. I don't know what the delay is. How they're making. Garrett got blood or
yeah, he's got a necklace on.
Referee Adam Pressler says that's a no-no, so they'll try to dig his necklace off.
No jewelry, man.
Coach Taylor shakes his head. And he had to take it off of him, no less. So here we come after that minor delay. The Eagles on the move. Clausen, St. John left wing, further down in the corners, Deckman. Deckman tied up, cross court, short hop by Marshall. He flushed out of the corner. Clausen down into the paint. He can't do anything with it. St. John to Deckman. Deckman double team. St. John up top. And back to Deckman. Deckman sidesteps the man back to St. John. Now Marshall with it. Hits Deckman. Deckman shakes and bakes, wheels and deals. Richmond has it. Out top, Marshall a little off the three. Richmond's got the board. Oh, the pass deflected. We go the other way. Here comes Reed. Layup, score. 16-13. And St. John back for Columbia City. 5 minutes to go, first half. Coach Schaus wants movement. And St. John sidesteps the man. And to Deckman to Clausen, a three. Score! Clausen. Kind of the secret weapon.
Yeah. We're going to have to shoot him out of this zone.
Yep. 19-13. They almost trap Kaufman across the timeline, but Garrett has a three. Score! Hip and steal. That's his first touch. He pumps a three. 1916 Columbia City. Deckman to Clausen with 4:20 to go in the half. Here's St. John. He weasels in and out of traffic, elevates, fires, back iron, no good. Marshall's got the loose ball. He goes up, scores. He forced that into a couple of arms swatting at him. 21-16. Coach Marshall wants a call.
Well,
Eagles by 5, 3:53 to go first half. And look out, they got a man from the block. Short arming it is Kaufman. Loose ball, Columbia City's Marshall. Marshall into the front court. Hands to Deckman. Back high left. Marshall into the corner. Clausen. Oh, he lost a handle. Clausen got it picked.
Uh-oh.
Here's Kaufman. Backdoor feed. They miss a bunny. Holy crow. On the other side. Reed couldn't finish. Eagles back. Richmond tosses to St. John. He's shut off, but he drives. Layup. No, but a foul on Garrett. So all of a sudden it's a little helter-skelter, Coach.
Yeah.
We've gone from kind of stagnant to helter-skelter.
It's, we play so hard on the defensive end, then we get those tips and, those rebounds and fast breaks, and we don't calm ourselves on the offensive end,
So Ian St. John misses a free throw.
Rare miss there.
And these are tough backdrops, too. That's one of the deeper backdrops you'll play.
Yeah.
What do you think's back there? An easy 15 feet.
Yeah.
On either end. They don't have the bleachers out at the one end. Holy crow, St. John misses another one. 21-16, we go the other way. 3:15 to go. They hit the midcourt stripe with Kaufman. High left. Kaufman still with the dribble. Gives it up now to Reed. Into the corner over there is going to be Armstrong. Armstrong floats back up top with the dribble. Marshall out to pester him. Now down low, Hefty, who's checked into the ball game. And Kaufman shakes and bakes. He's got the pesky Ian St. John all over him. Now it's Hippensteel, who had a three earlier. Eberly almost stole it. Coach Wool not agreeing with the call, but they are granted a timeout. Referees. So, getting a little bit testy between our bench and the official there. All right, well, Flowtech Plumbing and Heating and Underwriter for emergencies. Flowtech is open 24 hours. They offer heating, cooling, and plumbing for residential, commercial, and industrial. 0% financing is available. More information can be found at flowtechpnh.com. They can be reached by phone at 248-2021. So Garrett comes in with a record of 3-13. Columbia City setting at 14-3. And they're 1-7 on their home floor. They're looking decent tonight, however. They've got injuries to a couple key players, as Coach Marshall talked about earlier, but they're giving a dogged effort.
They are.
And, tipped by Marshall. And saving the bacon was Armstrong. Marshall with a good deflection there, and Kaufman throws it into traffic. Gagne turns and fires. It's a shot put, and it goes in.
It's a big boy.
21-18. Yeah, looks like he's on the football team. So 2:25 to go in the first half. Eagles 21, Railroaders 18. St. John! That's no good. That's going to be Garrett back. Kaufman with 2:09 to go. And Hippensteel sends it over. They throw it away. Elkins for St. John. (21-18). So we see Braden Elkins again. He throws it in. And here come the Eagles. 1:55 to go. Eberly to Marshall. We need a dunk to get us fired up.
We do.
Richmond. He's tied up. Clausen fakes the three. 1:42 for the first half. Richmond back to Eberly. Eagles on the perimeter mostly. Elkins in trouble. Gets it to Marshall. And back up to Clausen to Eberly. And Clausen a three. Back iron no good this time. And Garrett the rebound. 1:25 for the half. Eagles by 3 with 1:22 to go in this first half. Kaufman gives it off to Hippensteel, who has a three-point goal. Hippensteel. Up top, Kaufman flashes. He's got Marshall on him. 5 count on, but Kaufman moves it. What do we got? Debris.
Blood.
So that's going to bring Hedges into the ball game. It looks like we got some blood on Reed. 1:03 to go first half. 21-18. Garrett basketball will put it in play at midcourt. Into the backcourt, picked up by Kaufman. 1 minute even to go. Kaufman gets it across. And the big man out here, Gagne. Lost a hand. Oh, almost picked. Richmond with a body on his man, Kaufman. And it's going to be high up top, Hippensteel. Down to 40 seconds. And Hedges. Almost picked by Clausen. They can't get the three off. Nice defense by Richmond. Elkins chases Kaufman. Kaufman throws up a wild shot. That's an air ball tipped out by Clausen. Here's Marshall across the midcourt stripe. Marshall, Columbia City with numbers. There's an Eberly three. What, did that miss everything? Well, we get it back. Thought he got shoved, but they call steps on Clausen.
See him get up and pressure here.
11 seconds.
11 seconds, let's go.
Kaufman in the backcourt. Ooh. Almost a swat at it. 5 seconds. We knock it away. Eberly in a scrum. They get the loose ball. Armstrong three. Short. Otherwise, we had a tie game at halftime. So we go to the intermission. 21-18 Eagles. I don't think the coaching staff's overly pleased.
No, I'm sure that's not going to be a quiet locker room.
As, wow, they've given us some fits.
Well, they're staying in that 3-2, and, you know, they're taking the middle away so we can't get the ball to Landon, which is a great scheme. And then they're leaving, they want us to shoot threes. So, you know, unfortunately, we're not hitting those threes. I mean, Josh usually is pretty consistent. We just saw an air ball.
Do we only have the 1-3?
Owen hit one, Josh hit one, Camden hit one.
So we have 3.
Yeah. But we're just we're not moving the ball, and we're not taking those threes in rhythm. You know, so, you know, we'll see what adjustments Chef's going to make.
So, Wyatt Warner on stats tonight. We'll give you some underwriters while we wait on those. Blue Over Ice Cream, their Dangerous Unicorn Explosion, the strawberry shake, all-top whipped cream, sprinkles, strawberries, cookies, Oreo cookie and cone stuffing. They offer handmade desserts from scratch. Blue Over is a plant-based ice cream shop for those either sensitivity to dairy, food allergies, or taking a more healthy approach. That's Blue Over now in Fort Wayne. Also, EduStaff, schools in the local community are experiencing a shortage of substitute teachers in local classrooms. EduStaff is seeking candidates for employment within partnering schools. More information can be found at edustaff.org. First Fleet Inc., dedicated trucking operations in Bluffton, Fort Wayne, Butler, and Three Rivers, Michigan. First Fleet hires industry-leading CDL Class A drivers for dedicated home nightly positions. First Fleet is proud to support WJHS, Columbia City High School, and their career and business services can be found at www.firstfleetinc.com. Also, Morse's Builders Mart at 516 East Van Buren in Columbia City with locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, and Goshen, or online at morsesbuildersmart.com, serving Northeast Indiana since 1871. Also, VFW Post 5582 in their events, open to the public, friends, families, and vets alike. VFW hosts bingo on Sundays starting at 1:30. VFW also hosts the fish fry on the first and third Friday of each month. For more information, members of the public can reach the VFW on Facebook by phone 48-13, or find them at 415 East Chicago in Columbia City. Brad Nelson checking into the broadcast. And Wyatt Warner's about ready to get the stats. And he has them dialed up. So taking a look at this, Garrett Kaufman gets 7 points on 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 at the stripe. He picked up a couple assists, couple steals. This is a scrappy Garrett bunch. And the 7 points for Carter Kaufman. Dawson Hedges, 2 points on 1 of 1 from the floor, 1 assist. Gabe Armstrong, 0 of 2 from the field. Jake Gagne, 2 of 2 from the field, 2 rebounds, 4 points. Camden Masick, no scoring, nothing across the board. In fact, Aiden Reed, 1 of 2 from the floor for 2. Did pick up a rebound, 2 assists and a steal, did Reed. Ari Hippensteel, 1 of 1 for the floor, was a 3-point goal. And Wyatt Hefty played but did not score. They shoot 8 of 14 from the floor, 57%, 1 of 3 beyond the arc, 33%, 1 of 4 at the charity stripe. They picked up 10 rebounds and turned the ball over 7 times. Now for Columbia City's side of the ledger, Ian St. John is 0 of 3 from the floor. Owen Marshall, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 3-pointer in that mix, 4 rebounds, 9 points, 1 assist for Marshall. Eberly, 1 of 3. It was a 3-point goal. He did pick up a steal. Richmond, 2 of 4 from the floor, 3 rebounds, 4 points. Trey Deckman, 0 of 3 from the field. Did pick up a couple of rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Camden Clausen, 2 of 3 from the field for 5. He had a 3-point goal in the mix. 1 assist, 1 steal for Clausen. Elkins did pick up a rebound while in. Columbia City, 9 of 23 for the first half from the floor, 39%. They're 25% beyond the arc, 3 of 12. 0 of 3 at the free throw line. So points to turnovers, we lead that category 12-2. Points in the paint, 12-8. Second chance points, 4-0. Fast breaks, 2-0 Eagles. Bench even at 5 apiece. 10 points in the first for Columbia City, 11 in the second for 21. Garrett, 8 in the first, 10 in the second, 18 here at the intermission. So if you look at this, we limit them to 14 shots. We're only up 3, but case of not hitting shots here is we're 9 of 23 from the floor, Coach.
Yeah, that's, we talk about this team being so unselfish in the way that they play the game of basketball. There's times that you have to be selfish too. Like Owen needs to be a little bit more selfish. I mean, he's leading us with 9 points. He needs to be a little bit more selfish when Landon's getting doubled. He needs to be able to flash to that 15-foot, catch it up top, be able to drive and get to his spots and shoot those shots instead of passing them up over and over and over again. He's taken 2 threes. We got to get the ball in his hands. If that's the shot that they're going to give us, probably want him to shoot that shot. So, those kinds of things. Now, if you can get your outside game opened up, then you're going to be able to get the ball into Landon, and Landon's going to be able to score down there because now they have to come out and guard you. But until we prove that they have to come out and guard us in the perimeter, mid-range area, then they're going to stay in there and pack on Landon. And, Landon's had 4. He's got 4 at half. I don't think Landon's had 4 at half since probably his sophomore year.
Yeah, we saw the other day where he was able to have his way down low.
Yeah.
We got him the ball, but that was a result of our outside shooting.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Norwell also played us a little bit man-to-man, and then they didn't double in their zone. They didn't double Landon and leave the backside completely wide open. So, Garrett's, Logan's a great coach, and, I've seen him coach in the summers for quite a few years, and, I knew he would have
Okay, well, apparently we're back. Maddie, confirm we're back, please. Okay, we're back. Bateman Gymnasium. Both teams have reported their respective benches. We have got the stats in, some underwriters, and analysis from Coach Brandon Marshall. And let's see if the Eagles can dial it up about 3 notches here.
Yeah, let's see if we can't. Defensively, we're fine. Offensively, we got to make some shots here.
Coach Wool don't look exceptionally happy.
No.
Of course, coaches don't necessarily look happy. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Not typically.
You looked happy once in a while.
I try to.
Oh, and you're the celebrity you are, member of a band, and you got to put on that. You got to take that game face off once in a while. Do you believe in the term game face?
Yeah, I do.
Bob Knight didn't. All right, here we go. Second half. Glad you're with us from Bateman Gymnasium in Garrett. They got a rich history here. Hedges on the right side. Now gives it up to Armstrong outside the arc. They dump it in the corner. Here's a long three. That's off the mark. No good by Kaufman. Rebound Richmond. Here goes Marshall to the midcourt stripe. Marshall flips to Richmond. Lost a handle. That's going to be a Garrett steal. I don't think he was expecting the pass. They get it. Somehow didn't travel there. And Richmond knocked it away, but Garrett has the basketball back. So Hedges being pestered by Eberle. Eagles did pick up a plethora of fouls in the first half. Oh, we had the steal, and then they call it. Eberle's third. So not quite the start we were looking for there. We got out with that rebound with a purpose, but kind of got stifled.
Owen was trying to get the ball to Landon right away.
Yep. And it's knocked into the backcourt, I think, by Deckman.
Yep, Deckman.
Picked up in the backcourt, Kaufman. He jogs back to the midcourt stripe of the dribble. High right. Watched by Eberle. Now it's Hedges. And they throw it interior from the elbow. Shot no good by Kaufman. Boy, if you don't hit these rims just right, you don't score. And Deckman lost the handle. Back up to Marshall. High right. High left, St. John. And here's Marshall to Eberle. Down low on the baseline. Richmond lost the handle, but off of Garrett in the end. All right, ball out of bounds to Columbia City. 1:13 gone. Nothing happened here in the third quarter. 21-18. Eagles by 3. And flushed out of the corner is St. John. St. John almost looked. What? Said he used the hook. St. John's third personal foul, so him and Eberle both have 3.
Might have to go to the bench soon.
Yep. 6:35 to go in the third. 21-18 Eagles. Armstrong to Hedges. High left. And now Armstrong again. Dumps it on the left side. Hedges. Cross court Armstrong. High right outside the arc. Down low. Man inside. They score. Aiden Reed makes it a 1-point ball game. Nice ball movement by the Railroaders there. So Columbia City back. Into the corner. There's Marshall. Marshall deep right corner. Eberle down in the paint. St. John fakes the 3. Back to Eberle, he'll load up a tray. That's off the mark. Deckman's got the board. Put back, score! Boy, Deckman skied for that.
Yeah, he did.
He used every inch of his vertical to get that. 23-20 Eagles. Back across the timeline come the Railroaders with Kaufman. And with room is Armstrong up top. Armstrong dumps it over on the side. Hedges. Down low they go. Gagne scores. Delay a game warning on Garrett. Clausen in for Eberle. 23-22. And Eagles in a dogfight here in Garrett tonight. Down low, it's Richmond. to a cutting Deckman. Marshall scores.
Bucket's good, though. Basket's good, right?
Gagne shoved Richmond.
Yeah. See, that's why, they're trying to stick to Owen and to not let him shoot those threes. They're going to let Ian, and now they're going to let Camden because Ian's out, and Josh shoot those. But Owen's the one that really needs to be shooting those shots right now. I mean, they're not – he's the only one making them, so might as well shoot them until you miss them.
Full timeout, I think, for Columbia City, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we lead at 26-22. And they're still arguing the call on the shove on Richmond. It looks like he pretty much got laying pasted.
We just pushed him right in the back, straight to the ground.
So the Garrett bench not happy as they plead with the referee. Well, we got a dogfight here right now. It's a little bit of a Donnybrook, but
it is.
It's been a clutch and grab, scratch and claw, fire and brimstone, sandpaper, and grit. A lot of grit, Coach.
A lot.
I mean, this is rough and tumble.
It is.
There's nothing fluid going on much. Not much fluidity. All right, well, see if I've lost the underwriters once again. First Fleet Inc. with dedicated trucking operations in Bluffton, Fort Wayne, Butler, and Three Rivers, Michigan. They hire industry-leading CDL Class A drivers for dedicated home nightly positions, and they support WJHS. And we go in, score! Deckman to Marshall. That was easy. That's the easiest thing all night.
That was.
A kiss off the glass by Marshall. 28-22. And Clausen steals it. Tries to save it to Richmond. Richmond out of a scramble. Gets shoved. Throws it across the timeline. Deckman out of the scramble. He's knocked down. He throws it across. Wild play. Marshall somehow gets it. This is chaos.
Oh man.
Offensive foul. No further play. Player control on Marshall. Boy, that was quite the hustle.
Man, Adam Pressler, that was bad.
It's almost like it was anticipatory. So player control foul gives it back as Marshall's first to the Garrett Railroaders. 3 fouls on Columbia City. Look out, they got cut under the basket. They mishandle it. Gagne hit the bottom of the rim. Loose ball ricochets to Marshall. 3-on-2. Columbia City with numbers. Marshall, score! Layup, 30-22. And now across the timeline, Kaufman's tied up. We go for the trap. And across for Gagne. Up top. And Kaufman for the Railroaders. And 3 blocked by Deckman. He knocks it out of bounds as he stuffed that right into Kaufman's face.
Yeah, he did.
JD checking into the broadcast. Listening to T-Bird and Back Alley Bro. Matt Curry. Yeah, I think I don't know how to answer that directly, but we'll leave that for debate later. 30-22 and a Columbia City foul.
We're just not making shots, Matt.
St. John Al Elkins in. Frustrating night for St. John. Has he scored yet?
No, he's got 0 points. That's what I mean. Like, we're not making shots, and they're doubling Landon. So somebody's got to. It can't just be Owen. Somebody's got to get going too.
30-22 Eagles. 3:35 for the third quarter here at Bateman Gymnasium in Garrett. Andrew Thompson, Coach Brandon Marshall, glad you're with us. Kaufman on the run, around the screen, spins, stripped by Clausen. Now Clausen gets fouled by his number 2 counterpart, Kaufman. No further play. Hand check, the referee calls. It was an awful hard hand check. About a cross check.
Yeah. Speaking of women's hockey.
5-0 again. Beat Canada.
Yeah.
30-22, 3:18 for the third quarter. Here in historic Bateman Gymnasium. Deckman. Right side, Clausen back to Deckman on the left side of the key. Right side almost picked by Kaufman. Now in the corner, it's Elkins. Elkins stumbles with it. Into the corner, Richmond flashes out. Deep in that right corner up the wing, here's Elkins. Elkins for Columbia City to Deckman. Now to Elkins. Elkins thought about penetrating. And now it's back to Clausen in the corner to Deckman to Elkins. Now to Marshall. They go for a quick trap on him. Now Marshall in trouble. Gets it up the wing. Elkins. 2:40 to go. Down low Richmond. They shove him in the back. Here's a three. Score! Marshall!
I mean,
you called it, Coach.
yeah,
Make shots. It loosens it up.
it does.
Timeout, Garrett. 33-22 Eagles. That gets Coach Marshall on his feet. So, now we're cooking with Crisco.
Yeah,
I've never cooked with Crisco, but
I fried some chicken with it.
you have?
Oh yeah,
Well, you're a cook, I think.
yeah, I can cook some stuff.
You're the man. Lead drummer of the band, and chef galore. And the Coach Marshall does it all. All right, well, let's see. Where was I going with this? Underwriters tonight. As we have Flowtech Plumbing and Heating for emergencies. They're open 24 hours. They offer heating, cooling, plumbing for residential, commercial, industrial. 0% financing available. More information can be found at flowtechpnh.com. They can reach by phone 248-2021. Bart's Car Store, the selection of cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store, serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. Thanks to the underwriters tonight. By the way, your timeout underwriter, Myers Hockenmeyer McNagny LLP, located across from the post office in downtown Columbia City. Reach them on the web at willielaw.com, 248-2224, and on the web at willielaw.com. Actually, I just repeated myself. But I'm fired up. Now we're hitting here.
Flip the score a little bit.
I'm always fired up, however. Armstrong gives it off to Hippensteel after a Garrett timeout. Gagne, the big guy outside the arc. Now Armstrong. Armstrong tied up by Marshall outside the arc. On the perimeter now. Hippensteel again, the left side. Can't shake Deckman. And now Reed's checked into the ball. He burls his way in on Elkins. No good. Richmond clears as Reed led with the elbow. The natives get a little restless here. And baseline, Elkins back up the wing now. Deckman. Interior fee Richmond. There's a foul. Gagne. So the 13 foul on the Railroaders? Yes, 4 on us. Next one will be in the penalty. Underneath, Richmond, layup score!
Got him with it again.
Coach Taylor kept saying, there he is. So Marshall put that in, right?
No, Richmond did.
Richmond did.
Yep.
He's up to 19 on the night. Or no, that's Marshall.
Yeah.
6 on the night for Richmond. 35-22 Eagles. Minute and a half for the third quarter. And all the way in. Underneath. Armstrong. Throws it out in the corner now. It's Hippensteel. Back up to Armstrong. Gagne in the corner now. Kaufman sidesteps a man. Throws it into traffic. They get it up. They score. Basket counts and a Columbia City foul. I don't know where, but. Elkins? He called that.
He's all the way over here.
He's out here. The guy, Pressler, underneath the basket, didn't. Interesting. So that's a 15 foul. First on Elkins. They missed the three-point play cleared by Richmond. 35-24. And with 1:09 to go.
No, you can't do that. Do not stop play when we have the basketball for an injury. You cannot stop play while we have the basketball for an injury. You have to wait until the ball is back in their possession. That is garbage. That is so bad.
You heard it here from Coach Marshall. So to the bench hobbling goes Reed. And usually you wait till
That's so bad.
Your team gets it. Marshall off the mark. Richmond's got the loose ball. St. John a three. There it is. Bingo, St. John off the schneid. 38-24. 50 seconds to go in the third. As the Eagles starting to find their stride a little bit. And on the run up top, Armstrong. He's chased. Now Kaufman's got it. Kaufman weasels into traffic, forces it. Forced, knocked off the play. Eagles loose ball. Deckman. Bounce pass, and St. John into traffic. Back to Marshall. To Clausen. Down low, Richmond. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Layup and score. Spin, move, and score. Now we're finding it. 40-24 Eagles, 19 seconds to go, third quarter. So it's a 3-point game at half. Only outscored a 19-5. 19-6.
19-6, yeah.
6 seconds. They're way out top. Kaufman. Check that. That is Hippensteel. Blocked by Richmond. Buzzer. Garrett wants a foul. They're not going to get it. Coach Taylor has his arms in the air. Well. So, at the end of three here, Bateman Gymnasium and Garrett 40-24. Thanks to Maddie back at the station. I don't know if Siri and Katherine are in there working as well, but thank you at any rate. And VFW posts 5582 in their events, open to the public, friends, families, and vets alike. VFW hosts bingo on Sunday starting at 1:30. They have a fish fry on the first and third Friday of each month. That sounds good. For more information, members of the public can reach the VFW on Facebook, by phone at 244-4813, or visiting the VFW at 415 East Chicago Street. Also, First Fleet Inc., dedicated trucking operations in Bluffton, Fort Wayne, Butler, and Three Rivers, Michigan. They hire industry-leading CDL Class A drivers for dedicated home nightly positions. First Fleet, proud to support WJHS Studios and Columbia City High School. Warner with stats on the fly. 19 for Marshall, 10 to 3, 3 for St. John, 3 for Everly, 8 for Richmond, 2 for Deckman, 5 for Clausen. Thank you, Wyatt Warner, on stats. Columbia City begins the fourth quarter with possession. They move it left to right. Garrett will move it right to left. Down low, here's Marshall. Eagles a balloon to a 16-point lead. And into the corner, Marshall. Marshall loose on the baseline, elevates, fires, a little strong. Richmond gets his hand on it. Short arm it, got it back. Score! 42-24, a point-scoring crashing crescendo for the Eagles. An offensive onslaught of epic proportions here. 42-24. Not many check-ins tonight, but sure there's many more out there than we think. Here's Kaufman for the Railroaders on the right side outside the arc to get a man loose. Deflected, they throw it away. Deckman the steal. And there's St. John with it. St. John elbows his way in. Got away with an elbow, I think. And Marshall dumps it down low. Richmond, he's quickly collapsed on. Richmond flushed out of the corner. Up top, here's a Deckman. Three, he's wide open. Bingo! Good morning, good afternoon, and good night on that one. 45-24. As we found it now.
Yeah, now we're making shots.
Yep. And here's Hedges. Actually, that's a fadeaway. No good by Hippensteel from the elbow. As Richmond got an elbow in the noggin there. And Marshall across the paint. Back iron, no good. A little strong. Good look. And back they come. Up top, Armstrong. Down low they go. They miss a bunny. Richmond gets his hands on the ball. Ends up in the hands of Deckman. Deckman across the timeline into the right wing corner. He tries the baseline. Throws it across. Marshall short hops it. Backdoor feed. Richmond score.
Really
there
good
it is.
find.
There it is. 47-24. We're up 23. As we have broken open a 3-point game at the intermission. As Coach said, it was just about hitting shots. Hedges, 5:42 to go in the ball game. Eagle JV and freshman Cruz tonight. There's a wild runner well off the mark. Back iron no good. Deckman clears for Columbia City. Baseball pass ahead to Richmond. Left side into the corner. St. John fakes the three. Now he pulls up from 17. That's off the mark. I don't think that's what they wanted there.
Yeah.
And off the mark, wide right, no good as Kaufman, as now they can't buy anything. So Marshall walks it across slowly. 5:10 to go in the ball game here at Bateman Gymnasium in Garrett. 47-24. Nice effort by Kaufman. Couldn't get the steal. Richmond spins off the glass, roll out, and chased down in the corner by Masick. Throws it ahead to Hippensteel. Check that. Armstrong all the way in. Blocked by Deckman. As that goes out the door, I think, doesn't it? Nope. Stayed in.
Man. That was a volleyball hit
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
a volleyball spike.
Man.
So St. John out, Clausen in. They get it in. They fire. Score from the blocks. Kaufman, timeout, Garrett.
Kid's pretty decent.
Yeah, he is. You know, this team could, obviously, with a couple injuries, they'd be a little more formidable.
Mm-hmm.
They're at the very bottom of 3A we checked out. So
surprising.
With what, 500 and some enrollment?
Yeah.
And then they're playing us, who we're up around 12, close to 12.
Yeah, we're at the top of 3A.
So, interesting. Boy, some unbelievable goings on in the girls' tournament over the weekend.
Man.
Homestead is out. Warsaw is out. Norwell is in.
Yeah, Northridge is in. Norwell's in.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, wow. I couldn't believe it.
It looked like the Norwell game. It looked like Rossworm just took that over.
She did in the fourth. I mean, she brought them back single-handedly, really. She scored 7 straight, and then I think it was maybe Zolfran that hit a corner three. Frank, Zolfrank, and then hit that corner three, and now all of a sudden it was a 3-point game, and, once that happened, it was I mean, you let Norwell hang around, Thornton usually figures out a way to get it done.
Yeah, so tough out there for Homestead. Warsaw goes. That's amazing. Yes, the girls' tournament moves on to the regional level this week. Unfortunately, the Lady Eagles fell victim to Tippy Valley last Friday night. Clausen to Eberle. Now to Clausen. Clausen across the midcourt stripe. Now it's Eberle on the left side, 4:34 to go in the ball game. Eagles have exploded 47-26, the 3-point game at half. Marshall up top. Deckman back to Marshall. Marshall loads up a tray. Scores! 50-26. Now the Eagles are starting to look like we saw Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Clausen and Kaufman had a collision, and they lose the ball out of bounds, and their man goes cascading into the bleachers here. Armstrong, good effort, but it will be Columbia City ball. So Eberle in the backcourt. Eberle, under 4 to go. Clausen up top, Deckman. Richmond. Down low, there's Richmond, spins. Kicks it back out, Marshall. He tries the baseline. Reverse layup, score, basket counts, Garrett foul on Armstrong. 52.
We need to make a free throw.
Are we 0-4 still?
Yeah, I don't think we've made
we 0
one.
for the free throw line still?
We haven't been there a lot.
Well, we missed that one. But Richmond's got the loose ball. Tried to dunk it, but it rolled in. And we would be 0-4 now, yes.
Yeah, in and out. Just out.
You don't get good rolls here. And I know I say that on a lot of broadcasts, but
yeah.
Bateman Gymnasiums got some tight rims. 54-26, 3:20 to go in the ball game. Eagles looking for victory number 15 on the season. Knocked away by Marshall into the Garrett bench. Elkins and Waybright into the ball game. St. John for Clausen.
Probably going to leave Owen for another possession here.
Yep. And up top now, Hippensteel. Gives it off to Gagne. Gagne feeds it off. Bailey's first action. Javin Bailey. They dump it down low. Backing in Gagne. Turn around the paint. Well off the mark. Because that didn't even draw a rim.
No.
Marshall back across the midcourt stripe. In full stride, hands to Richmond. Kicks it off. Here's a Waybright three. Waybright! 3-point goal, the left-hander.
Oh, wait, Tyler. Way to come in and knock it down.
57-26. And he's up there dogged on the defense against Hippensteel. Hippensteel, a wild runner short. Elkins picks up the board, and here comes Marshall. Lead pass ahead, St. John. Looks down low for Richmond. Bounces it to him. Richmond spins. He's in trouble. Foul on Garrett. Hartman and Kaufman checking into the ball game. We won't see Magic Miller tonight as he got injured ankle late in the game at Norwell the other day. But,
after he hit a beautiful shot.
Yeah, he hit a great elbow jumper. So Garrett kind of clears their bench. And where's the, trying to pick up some of these subs. He's 44. Aiden O'Neill, 6'2 junior. They got some bulky guys. Eagle JV and freshman 1. We go to Elkins. Score! Brayden Elkins on the board. 59-26 Eagles. And dump it down low, and they don't. Nice job by Hartman to chase his man. Hartman gets it. Oh, but stepped out of bounds. 2 minutes to go. Nice job by Hartman on the defense. And they send more subs in and out.
We need to get Hartman a bucket.
Yeah.
He hasn't got one yet.
I don't think he has. Carter Kaufman into the ball game as well. Into the corner. Hedges. Hedges backed off the play. 1:54 to go. Eagles 59. Railroaders 26. This was a three-point game at the intermission. O'Neill with it. Throws it over to DeBroard, who's into the ball game. High right, it's Hedges. He's corralled by St. John. Now O'Neill's got it. And up top, they give it to King. King off the mark for three. Hartman had it on the rebound. Now, here comes Hartman to the midcourt stripe. Gives it to St. John. St. John from the parking lot. That's back iron, no good. 59-26, a minute 15 to go. O'Neill up top, pestered by Waybright. Garrett with possession. As we move up on 1 minute to go in this one. Hedges to O'Neill. Outside the arc left side, we are under a minute here at Bateman Gymnasium. O'Neill.
Good move.
Nice move, he scores. So here's St. John. Hartman. Off the glass,
Hey,
he
got
scores.
There you
Troy
go.
Hartman. 61-28. Hartman's first two of the year. And up top with under 30 to go. 61-28. O'Neill with it. And they can't get the three off. Nice job by St. John to close on his man. And now Hedges around a screen. Throws it up. No. Loose ball. Elkins. Elkins all the way down central. Oh, a little strong. Hartman's got the loose ball. Down low to Waybright. Deflected. And they call off the Dogs, and that'll do it.
Yeah.
You call off the Guards, you turn out the lights. This one belongs to the Maroon and Gold. 61-28, your final. As the Eagles absolutely explode in the second half, start making some shots. And a good battle, really.
It was.
All the way around.
Till the second half, and then we kind of flipped the tables there and took control.
Well, they shut the scoreboards off quick. 61-28.
Yeah, they didn't want to leave that up there.
Nope. It's 21-18 at the intermission.
21-18, yep.
So we outscore them 40-10. I think.
Yeah, I think that's right.
60-28.
Yeah, that's right.
Demi Warner on the scene. Wyatt Warner, official? Oh, okay. We'll get those reloaded. So, point scoring crashing crescendo by the Eagles here in the second half. So it's a clean sweep here in Garrett tonight. Freshman won 59-20 in the auxiliary gym. I don't remember the JV score, but that was running clock.
Yeah, that one was a big one too.
So the Eagle fans go home happy. Chief Bell on the scene.
Yeah, there he is.
The Garrett alum. So.
Oh, man. I don't know, T-Bird.
You don't know what?
Might be double burger night.
Double burger. We love double burgers. Don't let Mr. Bell hear that, though. He likes them, too. I probably owe him one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Statistics. Mr. First Miller on the scene. All right. Carter Kaufman tonight for Garrett. 9 points of 4 of 12 from the floor. He picked up 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Dawson Hedges, 1 of 2 on the evening, picked up 2 rebounds and 2 points and an assist. Gabe Armstrong, 0 of 4 on the night, did pick up 3 rebounds and an assist and a steal. Jake Gagne, 3 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 2 at the charity stripe, 2 rebounds, 6 points for Gagne. Camden Masick, 0 of 1 from the field, 1 rebound tonight, otherwise nothing doing. Aiden Reed, 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 rebound, 6 points, 2 assists. As you're still hanging on. You're just drying off the
letting the earphones
get out of there.
Yeah, for coach.
Aiden Reed was 6 points, 2 assists, 1 steal. Hippen steal, 1 of 4 in the evening. It was a 3-point goal for 3. Nothing doing otherwise. Wyatt Hefty, nothing across the board. Javin Bailey likewise. Aiden Masick, 0 of 1 from the floor. Aiden O'Neal, 1 of 1 from the floor. Rebound and 2 points. Brody DeBoard, nothing across the board. They shoot 13 of 35 from the field for the game. That will arrive at 37%. They were 1 of 6 beyond the arc, so he stifled them there. They were 1 of 5 from the charity stripe. They picked up 17 rebounds. Columbia City out-rebounds Garrett 32-17 on the evening. Garrett, 12 turnovers and also 7 assists and 4 steals. For the other side of the ledger, the victorious Columbia City Eagles tonight, Ian St. John, 1 of 6 from the floor. He had 3 tonight. Owen Marshall, big night for Owen, 10 of 16 from the floor, 4 3-pointers in the mix. 0 of 2 at the charity stripe, 7 rebounds, 24 points, 2 assists for Owen Marshall. Josh Eberle, 1 of 4 on the evening. That was a 3-point goal. He did pick up a steal. Landon Richmond, 7 of 11 from the floor tonight. 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists for Richmond. Trey Deckman, 2 of 5 on the evening, 1 3-pointer in the mix, 5 rebounds, 5 points, 4 assists, 2 steals for Deckman. Camden Clausen, 2 of 3 on the evening, 1 3-pointer in that mix, 5 points, a rebound, 2 assists, and 3 steals for Camden Clausen. Braden Elkins, 1 of 2 on the evening. He gets 4 rebounds and 2 points. Tyler Waybright, 1 of 1 on the evening. He has a 3-point goal in the mix. Carter Kaufman played but did not tally. Troy Hartman, his first field goal of the season, 1 of 1 from the floor. He has 2 tonight. Did pick up a steal, did Troy Hartman. Columbia City, 26 of 49 from the floor for the game. That's 53%. 9 of 20 from beyond the arc, so we heated up out there, Coach. 45%. We were 0 of 4 from the charity stripe. They were 1 of 5, so only 1 free throw made here tonight. Kind of bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Points off turnovers, Eagles 20-4 over the Railroaders. Points in the paint, 32-18 Eagles. Second chance points, Columbia City 13-2. Fast breaks 4-0 in favor of the Eagles. Points-wise, bench 12-11 CC. Biggest lead for the Eagles of 33 points. Garrett led by 4 in the first quarter. Our 33-point lead came in the fourth. We had a best scoring run of 12, their best scoring run 4. We led for 24 minutes and 1 second of this ball game. They led for 6 minutes, 23 seconds. Line score tonight, Columbia City 10 in the first, 11 in the second, 19 in the third, 21 in the fourth, 61. As the Eagles absolutely erupt in the second half and cascade to victory. Garrett 8 in the first, 10 in the second, 10 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 28. So we do outscore them 40-10 in that second half. And boy, you talked about it. You talked about what we had to do. and we came out and did it.
Yep.
And then they were the team that looked a little
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
out of sorts and on their heels.
Yeah, and I think Coach Schaus not going to let them forget about that first half, especially the rest of the season. When you get zoned like that and they're doubling Landon, you have to make those shots. You have to be able to open up the outsides and make them come out and guard you. So now all of a sudden you can get the ball to Landon, and and Landon kind of got going a little bit better in the second half as Owen continued to hit outside shots, and they had to come out on him and attack him. He was able to dump it in. Now there's no double team, so just to be able to do that for 4 quarters. We haven't seen a ton of zone like that, especially that 3-2 that's going down and attacking double and Landon and forcing us to shoot threes. Typically, I feel like we're a pretty good 3-point shooting team, so to give up that corner 3 kind of surprised me tonight, but it was working for the first half at least.
Yeah. So good we got it going. As the Eagles win at 61-28. That's victory number 15 on the year against 3 defeats. Our final conference game Friday night against Leo before West Noble comes to town on Friday evening, as we see Coach Schaus heading to the broadcast booth. He's been letting those dry off, Coach. I think, and a lot of heavy analysis for Coach tonight. He's also buying double burgers tonight, by the way, he said. So, Coach, welcome to the broadcast. Congratulations on a win. It took us a half to kind of start hitting shots and being the team that, we expect to be and look like after a little bit of a rugged start.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that start was just due to Garrett, right? They were super physical. They did a nice job. They were prepared. Obviously super well coached, and I have a lot of respect for him and kind of how he runs his program. So, they were ready, and they kind of took away our first option of getting, laying in post touches and, kind of playing off that. So, again, defensively, we try to speed them up a little bit more than we're typically used to, getting up in passing lanes. You can see that's not something we normally do because we gave up some easy bunnies there in the first half. But proud of our effort there in the second half, and we shored up some things defensively. Made a few adjustments, not many, and then offensively they kind of stayed in that zone, which a lot of teams will continue to play against us. And one thing we said, we still have to get Landon the ball. I know that they're kind of denying it, but even if he's not scoring, good things will happen. And obviously Owen stepped up big and made some outside shots for us.
I got it. The hustle tonight was, we got going here in the second half, and I recall one play where it seemed like everybody touched the ball. The ball was pinballing around.
Yep.
We had a guy dive here, dive there. Baseball pass across, jump way in the air to save it, tap it over. And that was kind of the epitome of our second half. We started to find it. We started to move. And, that just paid dividends down the stretch.
Yeah, definitely. And then, I thought we moved the ball even decent. That first half, too, shots just weren't going. And I think we let their physicality kind of dictate how that game was going to be played. And I think, obviously when some shots go in there in the second half, it kind of opens up the floor a little bit and spacing's a little bit better. So that definitely helps. But, yeah, again, I told our guys a lot recently, like, we're going to get everybody's best shot. Same thing, with everybody on our schedule, guys coming to our place for our sectional. And there's going to be games like this where shots aren't going. It's physical, right? That maybe you're not super excited about some of the calls that are happening out there. How can we respond? How can we still be, the team that we've shown to be throughout this season thus far?
And you definitely weathered a storm, no doubt about it, tonight. And you pick up this victory here on the road. And we do have that 2-game weekend, as you talked about, the setup. And we've got Leo coming to town. And again, you don't want to rest on your laurels by any stretch of the imagination. Here we see what happens tonight.
Yep.
With the team giving us their best shot with 3 wins and 2 guys out of the lineup.
Yep, yeah. And like I said, we're just going to get everybody's best shot. And, Coach Heinen's coming to town. This one obviously means a little bit to him. And, he's got a young team that he's kind of playing a lot of guys. So, they're still trying to maybe earn some more minutes, on the Leo Lions. And they're going to try to beat, Columbia City, Friday night. So we'll have a couple days to prepare for that one. I love these weeks. I love the 3 games in a week and, short turnarounds and quick preparations and, find ways to win some ball games in a short amount of time.
Yeah, not something you get very, very often anymore.
No, and I
don't.
When I first got here, our schedule, I think I've talked to you about this before.
February,
It's just like, football schedule, one game a week, one game a week, one game a week. And, players don't like to practice that much, and coaches don't like to practice that much either. And I think it gets us into a rhythm as we get to play more games heading into best time of the year in March.
And you got a couple extra this February as opposed to the last couple, so you got to be happy with that.
Yep.
And where it's going to lead.
Yep, definitely. So we got a short turnaround, big couple games this week, then a big tough one at Northridge, and 2 more home games.
Oh yes,
yep.
Yes. We're getting down to the nitty gritty.
That's right. It goes quick from here, real quick.
Yeah, it does. February just hits the pedal to the metal.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on the win. We will let you go, and great job, and we'll be talking to you down the road here.
Sounds good. See you guys. Thanks.
See ya. All right, Coach Schaus, congratulations. As he's a very happy man. That second half goes a lot better for the Columbia City Eagles here at Bateman Gymnasium. And I think Coach Warner wrote down the score for me tonight, so I can't possibly forget it. 61-28, yes he does. 59-20 freshman, JV 73-32. Eagles broke open a 3-point game at half, outscore the Railroaders 40-10 in the second half. Ouch. So the Eagles got it going. Call it a point-scoring crashing crescendo, an offensive onslaught, whatever you want to call it, but the Eagles got it done, and we're certainly proud of them tonight. And again, we will see you Friday night. Good luck to our swimmers. I'm not sure when's the girls' swimming state final. Is that Friday or Saturday or both? Or I'm not sure, but I know we had a good day over at Warsaw the other day. So good luck to swimmers. We got 3 wrestlers, I think, in the semi-state at the Memorial Coliseum. So that's going to be some big doings there. Looks like my math is matching. Well, imagine that. I can't believe that, but so Brad Nelson checking in. We didn't get many check-ins tonight, but we got a couple in Gulf Shores, Alabama. So we like to hear from a couple of Columbia City grads down there, the Coverstone. So lots of Columbia City grads out there, and we love to hear from everybody regardless. Friday and Saturday, and it's the girls' state final swimming, and we've got a couple relays, and I need to get my information a little bit around before I come. So put that one on me. Anyway, that's going to do it. Our underwriters tonight on WJHS were VFW Post 5582, Morse's Builders Mart, First Fleet Inc., EduStaff, Move Over Ice Cream, and Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, Bart's Car Store, Myers, Hockemeyer, McNaghy, LLP was your timeout underwriter here tonight on WJHS. Our thanks to Maddie, and I believe Siri and Katherine also involved at the broadcast at the WJHS studios. We only have one glitch tonight, so that's kind of nice. And, wow, what a night for what a second half for the Eagles. They get the W. And 15-3 on the campaign facing Leo Friday night final conference. Tilt West Noble comes to town Saturday. Garrett falls to 3-14. That's a better Garrett team than that record indicates, as they had a couple of key pieces out of the lineup due to injury. So what a deal. So Eagles get the clean sweep tonight. Wyatt Warner assists with stats. And that's going to about wrap it up tonight from Bateman Gymnasium in Garrett. Tuesday evening, when spring thaw apparently underway. And for all the aforementioned and my broadcast partner, the back alley brawler, Brandon Marshall, Andrew Thompson saying so long from Bateman Gymnasium in Garrett. Telling you the final score, 61-28 in favor of the Columbia City Eagles. Thanks for listening. Good night, everyone.